AAA squad gets a tip from one of his coaches.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Eddie Butler, a Virginia-born right-hander, gets the ball to start this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
And a high strike there, 0-1. Here's the pitch. Line drive to left. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Hey, way to square that up.
Pitcher
nice
went
hit.
to the
nice
well
hit.
one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Kent Harris. Runner at first to start the inning. And, Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel in that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
Pulled toward right center field. Pereira will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
All right, here's how the home side's lining up defensively. And guys, when I've been looking at the numbers on this starting pitcher, what really jumps out on me is the fact that he doesn't strike a ton of guys out, which means he's got to execute. He's got to use those 17 inches in, out, up, and down. He's going to have his defense behind.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Darren James. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. And it's fouled away. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. Lifted the other way out to left center. McConnell is in pursuit. He makes the running play. 2 down. Ready for another chance. Darren James. He flew out in his last at bat. First pitch of the at bat. Up around the face. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. Lined into left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Way to rip,
hey, pitchers,
nice
you better
hit,
start
nice
taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Digging in to try it again, Kent Harris. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Ready once again, Dan Rylander. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back safely. And another throw over. A dive, but he's back. And again, a throw over. Runner back safely. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Another throw over. And he just manages to get his hand in. The 2-1. Runners off for second. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Belted high in the air out to left. Rosario ranging back. He can't get to this one. It's off the wall, and that should tie the game. Well, that stolen base a minute ago just became that much more important.
Yeah, man, if the runner's on first.
Digging in and looking for more, Darren James. He's 2 for 3 thus far. First pitch on its way. And that one just missed outside. The 1-0. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Rosario coming on, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Riding in once again, Mario Rosario, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Pulls this one in the air out to left. And he has come through big time as this ought to tie the ball game and maybe even get him a lead. And the second run will score as the lead will change hands now at 4-3.
You know, it's awful.
Yeah, and the home crowd is loving it as they jumped out in front in the bottom of the 8th, and they did what they had to do in the 9th to seal the deal.
Minor League Baseball is live. Diego Vizcaíno, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty D, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success.
The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Nice rip.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100. Trying to do too much. Able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
And again a throw, and he'll dive back in safely. And again a throw, and he'll dive back in.
All right,
Softly hit to the left side. On to first, and it's dropped. And as a result, they won't get anybody on the play. Wow. So here's the cleanup hitter, Johnny Bump, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Mark, what needs to happen for them to get out of this rut?
Matty, I love the way this lineup's constructed. Talking to the manager before the game, he focused on the fact that they have a pass-the-baton mentality. Everything's flowing for this lineup.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Stepping into the box, Thomas Weaver. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The windup and the 0-1. Soft liner towards short, and that'll be the second out. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Jay Holmes. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Softly on a line to third, but an easy play over at third, and that'll be that. So they pick up no runs on no hits, no errors, and one man left on. Coming to the plate now, Darren James, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch coming, here it is. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. James hails from the Prairie State of Illinois. Currently finds himself at the top of the list in all-star voting among left fielders, so fans are certainly rewarding him for the season he's enjoying to this point.
Yeah, Matty, not surprised this guy is on the top of the all-star game voting, but you have to take a step back. This is being voted on by the fans, so I can't imagine how he feels to be voted in by his fans to start in the all-star game right now.
Come on,
hit hard on the ground to second. Played on the backhand. And a rather easy first out. Ready for another shot now, Darren James. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Hard hit at third. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Oh, man, you
hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. That's a nice piece of hitting. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
Standing in, Henry Tamori. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. Lifted down the line in left. Rios is going to get there. 2 down. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. At the plate, Johnny Bump, a hit in 2 tries so far.
Johnny Bump.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Rios moves over. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits. Now in the box, Adrian Sanchez. He flew out in his last at-bat. Pulled high in the air out to left field. James moves over. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Stepping into the box, Darren James. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a knee-high fastball. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. This is skied into short left center. Rios is after it, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't panic or press.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Jen-Ho Tseng will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me, a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. 1, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and 2, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Time now to give you a look at the batting order. So striding forward now, Adrian Sanchez. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Pulls this one in the air out to left. James giving chase, and the inning is over. So they go down without a whimper here. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Jay Holmes. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year. Looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Hit on the ground to third. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down.
So stepping in, Richard Rios, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. The 2-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. James is over, one down.
No runner, no runner.
And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment.
Ready now, Felipe Oliveros, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Lifted the other way to left center. Cuevas is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there. So now it'll be the four-hole hitter, Darren James. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one stayed too low, apparently. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Rios moves over. He's got it, and there are two down now. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. Digging in for his second at-bat, Rich Pereira. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Fly ball out toward left center field. Calling for it, James makes the play, and there are two gone now. Striding in, Mario Rosario. He drew a walk his first time up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. James is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. Digging in once again, Darren James. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. And a dive, but he's back in. First pitch of the at-bat. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Hanneman moves over, and that retires the side. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and two men left on. Striding into the box, Peter Bailey. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Darren James, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
Nothing in one count. Here it comes. And he misses with it, 1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And this is going to wind up as extra bases, as that'll play one for sure and maybe a second. And the second run will score. It's now a 4-0 game.
Man, I don't think he could have bisected those fielders any better if he tried. Drove that one into the alley for a gapper that'll bring him easily into second base.
Stepping in, Rio Ruiz. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Darren James. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is hit softly to third. Throw on to first, and a good job of working out of that one with just limited damage as the inning is over. Into the box, Peter Bailey.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one.
Hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Gone!
Well, they're not there yet, but a solo homer.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Rich Pereira. The 1-2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Cuevas is there, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 base. Now to the plate, Jay Ponce.
Jay Ponce.
1-1. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. James moving forward. A dive, but it's off his glove.
No runner. Hold it right there. Hold it.
Boy, that wasn't a very good pitch there. Up and away. That breaking ball, Dero, that slider intended to be down and away. Instead, it was up and away.
Yeah, that was definitely a missed spot right there, Dan. You saw the batter's eyes light up, and he didn't miss it.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
7-1, the final score in tonight's. The Mississippi Braves jumped out.
The final line.
The Stars of tomorrow get their shot in the limelight today as the show's coverage. Into the box now, Darren James, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch coming, here it is. Ball 1. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, and particularly that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field. Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
And he'll get back in safely. No score here as we play inning number 2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Digging in, Dan Rylander. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Dan Rylander.
The 2-2. Grounded back up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
Good at bat there. Good job. Good job.
Man, I thought this at bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count. 2-2. And he's able to find the knockout there.
Rio Ruiz to the plate now. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Jay Ponce, as we take a look at the splits between April and May. This is hit the other way out toward left field. James sprinting after it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the visit.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Darren James. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch of the AB is swung on and lifted in the air to straightaway center. McConnell is there, 2 gone. Ready for another chance? Darren James. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Pickoff move to second, and the runner will get back standing. First pitch coming, here it is. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Catch made out there in left center as the runner may tag from second. Bump rounds the corner and is headed home. And he's safe at the plate as they push their lead to 3 now. Ready for another shot now. Darren James, a hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. This is line to left. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his 2nd hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Striding in once again, Kent Harris. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in there. James leads off first with 1 away. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
Digging in once again, Dan Rylander. He singled his last time up. Throw over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. 2 out with the man at first. And there he goes towards second. Pitch misses low. The throw down is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
A swing and a miss there, 2-2. The 2-2. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Moving under it, McConnell. And that ends the inning. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Rich Pereira. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout. Uh-oh, hold that thought as this one is deep down the line in left. Hooking, but it's a fair ball. Home run.
Wow, that's a tough one. Certainly not the way you want to start your day as a relief pitcher, giving up a home run.
Ready once again, Adrian Sanchez. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Hit in the air to left. James has a read on it. 2 down.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
A 4-1 finish in. It's time for baseball now as the show's tour of the minors continues with a stop in the Southern League. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Mississippi Braves and the Tennessee Smokies. It's baseball. Digging in, the switch hitter, Darren James, and he's one to watch out for. A 7-game hitting streak coming in. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this will land out there just foul. Guys, we take a look at the home 9 as they take the field tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, I know they've caught a little bit of a losing streak right now, but they got good veteran presence, great veteran presence in that clubhouse. And I bet you someone steps up today and says, this stops. We get it done today, boys.
Digging in, Thomas Weaver, as we take a look at the splits between April and May.
Weaver.
The 1-2. Lifted in the air out to left. James moves over, and that's the first out of the inning. Digging in to try it again, Darren James. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. If this two-hitter finds a way on, it really sets up the very good.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Adrian Sanchez. He reached on a single in his first try. The 2-2. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
Wow, not every call is going to go your way. There are some pitchers that pitchers think are pitchers' pitches, and you don't get that.
Now at the plate, Mario Rosario comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. The 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. James has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. Stepping into the box, Darren James. And then he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Heading out towards shallow right. Henneman waits on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So coming to the plate, Jacob Henneman. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. Skied in the air to straightaway left. James will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Into the box now, Peter Bailey. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. James is right there, and that will retire the side. One hit in the inning, but no one left. Now to the plate, Darren James. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Right over the middle, knee high. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. And I can't anticipate this going on very much longer. Well, as we take another look, you can see that's definitely a throwing error here. The ball bounces right off the infield grass. A nice effort to try and make the save, but it was a tough hop, and he can't bail his teammate out.
And he'll step off and fire to the bag. Now batting, Darren James. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1.
That was a good swing right there. Might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses.
Nope,
Ball
that's
2.
Count is 2-1.
The 2-1 home. Pulled toward right center field. McConnell moves over, makes the play, 1 away. At the plate, Darren James, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Shot back up the middle. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. So the leadoff hitter reaches base safely, and now it's the run-producing part of the order with nobody out. And he needed extra innings to get it, but there's his first hit of the game, and that'll keep the hit streak alive and kicking.
And T-Row, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball, right? You go extra innings, that lineup turns over, and was able to get him one extra AB.
Yeah, and he'd be lying right now if he said he wasn't thinking about it. The boys hooked him up right there. Pitching staff extended the game a little bit. One more plate appearance, and he extends the hit streak.
And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Once more, a throw over, and the runner back. Now the 2-0. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
There goes the runner. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Perfect throw, and they got him at second. At the plate, Richard Rios. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once.
Richard Rios.
That's lifted the other way out to left. James on the move, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Man, that was definitely a hard-earned victory, but that's what's going to make it even more satisfying. They take it in 12.
After trying this player out in a new role, his team likes what they've seen. The most direct road to the show is not always the one that was first envisioned. A recent position change has this player reassessing his developmental goals. A player receives input from a coach.
Welcome to MLB The Show in this presentation of minor league baseball. So digging in now, Darren James, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Well, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
In there, a base hit.
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hitting.
Coming to the plate now, Henry Tamori, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. The 1-2. Swing and a ball pulled hard down the line in left. And this is going to get down for extra bases as that'll get one, if not both of them, home. And the run will score all the way from first. It's a 2-0 ball game.
We didn't have to wait long for the offensive fireworks at this.
Now at the plate, Darren James. He singled his last time up.
Darren James.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time, it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs. When you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day one of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
And he just manages to get his hand in. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. And it gets under the 2-2 a bit as this is sent in the air out to straightaway central. Pineda is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Johnny Bump. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Johnny Bump.
Now a move over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. 1 hit, 1 left. Stepping up now, Darren James. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Pineda has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. Now in the box, Darren James. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Darren James.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Yeah, this guy's having a good day right there. You can tell he is all over. His timing is spot on. This pitching staff is going to have to find a way to attack him a little differently.
0-1 pitch on its way. And the changeup is way low that time.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
Decker, the runner at third. Cuevas at second with 2 gone. On the ground left side. That's a base hit. He's in there at the plate. And they've taken the lead here in the 7th. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Well, that's a huge base hit right there, dear. We're getting late into this one, and that gives them the lead by 2.
Yeah, that could be a backbreaker right there. We'll see how this one ends up, but nice job to get that knock right there to drive in a pair.
So stepping in, Henry Tamori. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far.
Henry Tomori.
The 2-2. On the ground to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 8th inning coming up. Mississippi's out in front, 4-2.
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game: pitching, fielding, and hitting.
And we'll welcome you into our ball game as we find ourselves with the bases empty and nobody out in the inning. At the plate, Darren James. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
It's great to be able to face a pitcher to lead off the inning and get yourself a quick out. But now you find yourself down 2-0, and he's licking his chops for a fastball.
The 2-0. Smoke toward third. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins.
And late reactions, and they got him.
So much for that leadoff single. That was a good move and a pretty quick tag by the first baseman, and it's like the hit never even happened.
Odell Childs is going to come on in relief.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
Tonight's game comes to an end. The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp and the Mississippi Braves. It's baseball. Boris Ramirez gets the ball in game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Boy, talk about a guy that's hard to score off of. Last 3 starts, an ERA of under 1. So if you think you're going to score a lot of runs off this guy, you better get him early, because once he settles in, he's awfully tough. And Matty V, this is one of the top pitchers in the sport right now.
First offering on its way. Swing and a line drive. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. He's around first, heading for 2. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
Rio Ruiz to the plate now, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game could make a big difference.
Only play will be to the pitcher covering, and the runner will advance to third now. Coming to the plate now, Elliott Cornell. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Chopped weakly to the left. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Really good team at bat right there.
So here now is the pitcher, Robbie Bergman, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Moving under it, James. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Darren James. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Smoked on the ground, left side. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. 1 run scores. And the second run will score as well.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, D-Rose.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember these knocks.
Stepping up to the plate, Rio Ruiz. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. This is popped up. Gallegos is there, and that retires the side. So 2 runs on 3. Stepping in, Joaquin Santos. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Hit on the ground out to short. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
The pitcher got the result he was looking for. Change up down in the zone. Gets him.
Stepping in, Darren James. He drove home 2 with a single in his last plate appearance.
All right, come on, baby.
Bouncer up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. No runs, a hit, 2 left. Digging in, David Cortez. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. So striding forward now, Joaquin Santos. He singled his last time up. Pulled high in the air out to left field. James will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Now batting, catcher, Rod McCormick.
Hit in the air out to left. James has it in his tracks, and that ends the inning. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. Mississippi leads it 3-1. Ready once again, Darren James. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ground ball up the middle, and it's going to get through into center field for a base hit. In to score easily is the runner from third, and the lead will swell to 3 now in the 7th inning.
Hey, D-Row, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Digging in once again, Rio Ruiz. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And the runner back safely. James, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Towards second. But this is hauled in by the second baseman. On to first, a double play. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Ready for another shot now, Jess Upchurch. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So it's 2 runs on.
Now batting, catcher, Jonathan Lucroy.
Hit high and deep to left field. James looks up. That one is out of here. This game is tied.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that.
Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was a clutch hitter when it mattered. Ended up driving in 3 runs, and they were all 3 important runs to drive in. Without him, this would have really been a different game.
This evening's game comes to an end, 5-4, the final tally. Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tonight, we've got a good matchup. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Darren James. And he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Changeup in for a strike. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, they lost their last game. It was only by 1 run. They should be able, those are the tough ones, but they should be able to put this one behind them.
Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that's through into center field, base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
All over that.
Hey, you never know when the turning point's going to come. It could be your number right there. Just an excellent job. 2-out RBI. I know it's early, but clutch hitting is not just for the late innings.
Digging in the switch hitter, Kent Harris. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
I don't know how he got to that fastball right there. That looked like the old Tommy Hawk approach back in the 60s and 70s getting to that one.
Stepping up now, Dan Rylander. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Reaches down and hits this one on the ground to short. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors. Striding into the box, Joaquin Santos, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. Gone!
Well, with no outs, you can afford to give up a single, but you can't afford to give up a 3-run homer. He just caught too much of the plate. Now he's back to the drawing board. No outs, and the inning is already an ugly one.
Digging in, Jess Upchurch. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Pulls this one in the air out to left. James will wait on it, and he puts it away for the first down. Striding in once again, Darren James. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Kramer has a beat on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So no runs on a hit. Digging in to try it again, Jonathan Lucroy. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Hard hit ball towards the hole, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Digging in and looking for more, Kevin Kramer. He singled his last time up. That's lifted the other way out to left. James is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Joaquin Santos. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Left side. Oh, look at the dive. The throw to first in time. Ready for another chance, Jess Upchurch. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Pulled high in the air out to left field. James is in pursuit, and that's the first out of the inning. So here's the cleanup hitter, Darren James. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Here comes the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
1-1 to count. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Back up the middle. That's through for a base hit. His second of the ball game. And he's safe.
He's safe.
Now at the plate, Kent Harris. A hit in 2 tries so far.
First baseman, Kent Harris.
Slapped hard the opposite way. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. In to score is the runner from third. It's now a 5-2 game. Striding in, Dan Rylander. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Dan Rylander.
The 0-1. Line drive to left. That's in there. Base hit. And that'll plate the runner from second and make it a bit more interesting at 5-3 now. Now at the plate, Russell Rose. 2 for 3 for him so far, including a triple. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And the 7th inning starts with a fly out here, 1 away. Leading off the inning, Darren James, and they'll need him to get something going here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Liner towards second. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, don't take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Now a snap throw to first. And a dive, but he's back in. The 0-2 delivery. Runner goes for second. Cue shot here out towards short. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. Throw won't get him.
Boy, Dero, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Catch is made in medium deep left center. Here comes the runner for the plate. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. It's now a 9-4 ball game. And this ball game ends at a 9-4 final score. The Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp took the lead in the second inning. The Stars of tomorrow. Ozzie Arrojo has the ball for the 5th game of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Right over the middle, knee high. Fellas, you take a look at these guys as they get onto the field for the bottom of the first here this afternoon. They've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now, and this is case in point.
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. And the run will score from second as this ball game is tied 1 apiece.
Boy, there are big RBIs and big base hits, Dero, but none more than with 2 outs. A big 2-out knock right there. Not only ties things up, but keeps the inning going as well.
Yeah, just a great approach right there by the batter. You never know when your number's going to be called. You always wanted to pass the baton to the next guy behind you. Take the donut off your bat and trust in the teammate behind you. That is a huge knock and keeps the line moving.
This one's flared out toward left. Rose has it in his sights. And that's the 3rd out. A run on 2 hits, and they lead. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Darren James. He reached on a single in his first try. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. The 1-0 home. Hit in the air down the left field line. Rose is after it. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the 2nd out. Into the box now, Brian Nunez. He flew out in his last at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. Lifted in the air out to left. James on the move. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. Nothing across here. Standing in, Jess Upchurch. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give them a lot of credit.
At the plate, Darren James. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Now a throw over to first. Runner back safely. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Just missed a home run to the deepest part of the yard. It's off the wall. The relay throw, and he is in there with an RBI triple. That could prove to be a big run in this one, guys.
Well, this triple brings in another run, and if they don't stop the bleeding quick and start answering back, they're going to have a hill too steep to climb.
So striding in, Kent Harris. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
And here with the
trying to pick things up where we left off, Darren James. Here's the first pitch to him. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And foul, though it had the home run distance. Outside for a ball, 1-1. James stands at second with 2 gone. Hit down the third baseline. Backhanded. But the throw bounces on him at first, and the inning's going to continue. At the plate, Kent Harris. And their runners at the corners now. Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And a dive, but he's back. And another snap throw to the bag. A dive, but he's back. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pitch outside. The throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
And that gets him on the mound. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning.
Leading off with a jumbo strike. Catcher, Jonathan Lucroy.
Fly ball to straightaway left. James on the move, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Stepping into the box, Jamie Pineda.
Center fielder, Jamie Pineda.
Drilled to the left side. And this is going to find its way into left for a one-out knock.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put-away pitch, works the count back to neutral.
Stepping into the box, Jamal Gallegos. He got called out on strikes his last time through. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. James going back at the track. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
All you can ask as an offense is to try and get.
Now batting, Brian Nunez. 4 runs here in this half inning. Here's a blooper out toward left center. James moving in, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And your go-ahead run is in at second base with nobody out. He's got himself a double. At the plate, Darren James. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame.
Darren James.
Here's the pitch. And a half-hearted swing there as he tried to go the other way, and it's strike one.
Hey, he gets a pass right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season. Take a step out of the box, regroup. He'll get right back in this AB.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
The 1-1 home. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first. Now to the plate, Kent Harris. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Perhaps wisely, another look to first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. And yet another throw over. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Here's the first pitch. Strike called. Now the throw down. It's offline, but he's out. Gunned down, trying to swipe the base. Now at the plate, Rod McCormick. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. This one's down to third. And quickly, there's one down to lead off the frame. So striding forward now, Darren James. He'll try to build on an already great game. He's 3 for 5 so far in this one. First offering on its way. Swing and a little blooper to center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Going to be interesting to see how they play this. Deep into extra innings, and now they've got the winning run on. Old school would probably bunt and move him into scoring position, but that's not an automatic decision these days. We'll see what they do.
And a dive, but he's back in there. And now they've got him picked off. Tag, and he's out as he can't get back in time. So a big spot here, and stepping in, Jess Upchurch. And he could very well get the intentional pass here, as that would set up a potential double play ball that might keep the game tied. And he has just given them the lead late, as this is down for extra bases. And the go-ahead run will score from second as they've taken the lead here in the late going.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one that makes you feel really good about yourself.
James comes on now and puts it away for the second out of the inning. So digging in now, Jamie Pineda, runner in scoring position with two gone. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch hit on the ground to third. The throw from his knees. Throw got him. What a play. And this afternoon's closes at a one-run game, 7-6 today. The Jackson.
The evaluation of minor league prospects is not only the business of team scouts. Sports agents do their homework as well.